Hey everyone, it's Brew here with another Raid Shadow Legends video. I told you guys we were gonna have a fusion, a legendary fusion, so here it is. We have Harvest Jack. This is a legendary, and this fusion is gonna go for 16 days. As with the news today, of course, you've seen them. You've seen all the requirements. I made a small table with all the tournaments and events that we're gonna have throughout these 2 weeks and 2 days. From what I've seen, the Champion Chase tournament that we have right now does not, I repeat again, does not relate to the event. So do not spend your shards right now for that one. Keep all your shards. By next week, we're going to have another Champion Chase tournament. I'm going to put the table right here for you guys to see as well. We're going to have a Champion Chase on the 31st for 3 days, 31st, 1st, and 2nd. But we're also going to have a Champion Training event and a Champion Training tournament. The Champion Tournament, Training tournament is going to overlap with the training event for 5 days. But the training event is going to last for much longer than that, up to November 6th. We're going to have a Dungeon Divers event that's going to start today. And it's going to last up to Wednesday, the 30th. And then we're also going to have an arena event. We're just going to farm 1 champion or 2, I think, out of that. So that should be enough even for free-to-play players who are in gold 3 and higher. So guys, you have to be methodical with this. If you want to go for the fusion, this champion looks amazing. From what I've seen, his stats look really good. He's a great HP champion. He's really good in arena with his skills. If you saw them, Harvest Fear, he removes buffs, puts fear on enemies, and then puts reverse buffs on them. So if they have with his A2, so if they have a continuous heal, he puts a poison on them. If they have an increased attack, he puts the reverse one, which is decreased attack. So that's amazing. And he also has AoE with his A3, decreases speed, puts true fear, and if they have sleep debuff, he puts true fear on them. So he's really great for PvP and also for dungeons and faction wars as well as for undead hordes. You're gonna have a really strong champion. He's HP champion, so he's gonna be really tanky. And as well, he also has this leering grin. Just decreases the duration of all buffs. It's not amazing. It's not something really special, but overall, I think he's really great. Look at him. Just look at him, guys. Overall, the graphic designers made an amazing job out of this. Just look at the sky he's holding. It's fantastic. I mean, for a Halloween event, we could have not gotten a better champion. Look at how scary the pumpkin head is. I expected him to like hold the pumpkin head instead of just holding the sky, because he's like a headless champion. But even this is amazing, and I was surprised how cool looking he is. So overall, I'm gonna go for this fusion. As you saw in this page, look at all the red dots I have right here. All the red dots mean these are champions that I do have. The hardest one is gonna be this one. It's gonna be Lady Atessa. I don't know how hard it's gonna be for me to get these champions, especially Runic Warder, because it drops out of Fire Knight. I have about 2 or 3 days before the champion training event starts right now. So I'm gonna farm Fire Knight as much as I can in order to get this guy. And I need a ton of potions, guys. A ton of potions. A user on Reddit actually posted how many potions we need for the tournament, for the fusion, sorry. So a user on Reddit actually went out and calculated all the potions that I needed. I'm gonna put the picture up there. As you can see, we need lots of potions. It's not too much in terms of void, force, magic, and the spirit ones. But the most that you're gonna need are the arcane ones. I need 96 greater arcane potions from what I see in this chart. That's too much because I just had, you know, the quest, the mission that we have in order to get Arbiter. I just did that one. I had 100 greater arcane saved and made them to superior. So I only have about 30 left, so I need to farm a lot of them. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'll probably need to buy a pack for this. Just because, you know, I'm not gonna do it in about 16 days. I won't be able to do it. I'm also gonna be limited on time due to other personal stuff, so I'm probably gonna buy a pack just because he looks so good. I've got a pack right now that's for energy and some gems, so that's okay for about $10. But guys, look at this. If you've been saving all your rares that like we're all supposed to, you're gonna have a picture looking similar like this. Of course, you're gonna have high Katoon, so you only need 3 epics in order to get a legendary. Even if you have the worst luck in the world, you're gonna have high Katoon, and then you just need to farm these 2 and then this epic right here just to get a legendary. and you have a legendary who's really great for dungeons. He's really great for PvP. So if you're a mid-term player who was not lucky with his drops, does not have Razin yet because of just, he doesn't have the rares yet. This one's a really good one to go for, and of course he looks amazing. So guys, I'm gonna go for this fusion. This one is gonna be the easiest to get. Maeve, I already have every one of them. High Katuna, I might actually go for another one. I do have High Katuna level 40. I'm just gonna take it to a 50 5-star ascension, and then I might actually fuse her again. And then for, as I said before, Lady Atessa, this one is gonna be the hardest for me because I need 3 out of 4 champions needed. I've got Templar saved right there, not leveled up, but I'm working on that. So guys, also remember this, just because this we have all these fusions right now, for the next champion chase tournament, guys, save all your fusions up to that date so you can do them during that time. So once you have all the fusions ready and you're ready to press the fusion button, even for the epics, just do it during the champion chase, because you're gonna get 750 points just because of that. It's 1 2 3, you're gonna get 250 points out of each epic, so it's easy 750 points. And even if you get her, even if you get Suwai as well, you're gonna get another 500 points for the legendary fusion. So if you're really good with the tournament, you're going really well, you're gonna get 1250 points just because of the fusion without spending one of your shards. So I've got a few shards left. I'm gonna save them up just in case we have a double raid on Ancients. I really had the feeling that we're gonna have it this weekend. It might actually be next weekend because of some talks in Discord. So I'm still gonna save them, not gonna use them right now. I might use some mystery shards, but nothing really crazy. So guys, let's look at the other fusion champions. Let's look at their kits, if they're worth it, if they're worth sacrificing. Let's look at Maeve. Maeve has 1 attack, places 40% chance to place a sleep debuff for 1 turn, 50% chance of granting an extra turn if placing a sleep debuff. This is okay. It's nice having a sleep debuff on A1, but sleep, the sleep debuff, the way it works, if you break the sleep debuff, the character continues on with his turn. His turn meter remains the same, so it's not 0 when he continues his turn. So if you have an AoEer going after Maeve, the sleep debuff is just gonna go away. What's this? Attack 1 enemy, place a stun debuff on target for 2 turns if the target is under a sleep debuff. Okay, so if you have one champion that places a sleep, then she's gonna place a stun on the target, and then stay down. Attacks 1 enemy. Enemies killed by this skill cannot be revived. So okay, this is nice for the ice golem. Nothing special though. I would definitely fuse her. I wouldn't even think twice with her. Suwai, let's look at her. She's a barbarian as well. Attacks 1 enemy. 45% chance of placing block buffs. 50% increased attack buff and a 30% increased critical rate buff. Okay, this is nice. This is nice on an A1. Nothing special again. Attacks 1 enemy, attacks all enemies with a second hit if this attack is critical. This hit deals 60% of the damage inflicted from the first hit. This attack will always be a normal hit, so it's not gonna be a critical hit. The second attack, that's gonna be an AoE. So this is nice for arena, but again, nothing special. It can't be a critical hit, so her damage won't be that great. And dead end reaction, attacks 1 enemy before attacking, has a 50% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. A 5 turn, 2 turn weaken, 50% chance, 75 with all the books. This is not worth it. 6 books in order to have a 4 turn, 2 turn weaken. There are much better champions than this. Even Aethel does a better weaken than her. So she's also fusible. I mean, she's not worth it. Let's look at Lady Atessa. Attacks 1 enemy, places block debuff for 2 turns at 25% chance. Attacks 1 enemy, 50% chance placing a stun debuff. This is nice, but it's 4 turns. 7 skill books to take it to 3. It's not worth it, guys. Fiend Purge, damage inflicted by this champion and any allies joining this attack will be increased by 10% if the target is under a stun debuff. No, this is okay, I guess, but it's 4 turns with the epic skill book. because it's really nice because it uses 2 random allies, but allies joining this type use the default skills. Anyway, this is nice. It's like a, you know, a mass attack with all your team, almost all your team, two of your team. For arena, it should be enough to kill an enemy, but again, she's not that worth it. So she's fusible as well. High Katoon, I mean, if this one is already in your team, I would really debate in infusing her, because you're at the stage where your team is not that great, or you might actually be using her. I know a guy who uses her in Clown Boss and actually does Ultimate Nightmare with her, so there's uses for her for sure. So this is why I'm actually contemplating of farming this guy in order to get her for a second time, just in case I need her in the future. She's got a really nice speed aura. She's got nice buffs, nice debuffs on the enemies for arena, and as well for clan boss. You know, that extra speed makes your team much faster. Generally, these champions are fusible for me just because I've got High Katoon and I'm almost there to get her again. So guys, I'm going for this fusion. You should go for it too if you're really close, like I am. I was at the same position with Molly. Actually, Molly was much easier. I didn't spend anything to get her. I spent a lot of gems. I spent about 1,800 of my saved gems. I had 2,200 gems, and I got her. But some players who don't have the saved resources, it's gonna be much difficult for them to farm everything. So if you are not going for the fusion, guys, just take it easy. Just do as much of the events that you can. Get those rewards. Get the champions if you can. You don't need to fuse them. Get the champions. Put them in your vault. You never know, in a future fusion you might actually need those as well, because from what I've seen, some of these champions were used for other fusions as well. So it's not like they use champions that were not used in a previous fusion. For sure, this guy was needed for Molly, I think, and this guy, Madman. Also, Stitch Beast was also needed for I think it was Alika, no, her sister's fusion. I think this was needed for her. So a lot of these champions were used for other fusions as well, and this is for, you know, Relic Keeper as well. I think you need, is it the same one? Yeah, it's the same one for Relic Keeper. I had a good thing, and Templar as well. That's why I had him saved, because you never know, guys. Just if a champion is farmable, especially from campaign, just get him, put him in your vault, and you never know, unless you're some guy who just pulls shards every day. So this video has gone too long, 13 minutes, guys. So everyone, thanks for watching my video so far. It's been great the last few days with all the views. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe now. Put a like down below, comment on the fusion if you're gonna go for it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.